well agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Now the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one. Fouled off. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department.
The right fielder,
ball one.
Martinez.
A ball and a strike.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact, if anything. He jammed him pretty hard on the previous pitch, so my bet was he was going to try to cheat on the inside part, thinking it might be coming again.
3-2 now. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes.
Got him.
As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Standing in now, Paul DeYoung, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No hits to this point. Couldn't get his hands through there, and it's 1-1.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Now batting, Darrell Wolf. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning.
Ready once again, Wilmer Flores. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
It's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here's Jed Jerko now. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ball one to start the at-bat. Jerko in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Goldschmidt makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
Rich Matlock will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Harrison Bader will be summoned down to be the pinch runner. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The set and the 1-1. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, John Andrioli. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far as he's had a whale of a ball game.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Now at the plate, Jose Martinez. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, man, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
0-1 the count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Into the corner and slicing foul. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Now batting, the shortstop, Paul.
Stepping in now, Paul DeYoung, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Chicago used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Darrell Wolf gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year and recorded 18 strikeouts along the way. Carlos Martinez is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at